An unlikely partnership formed between a homeless woman and one of Albuquerque's most prominent property owners. It happened while Action 7 News reporter John Cardinelli was doing an interview downtown.
We were interviewing property owner Doug Peterson on that corner right there about the problems he's been having at his properties with loitering and vandalism. Now, while we were interviewing him, a woman living on the street stopped by and they were both able to connect on a common frustration. It's a story you'll only see on 7. Douglas Peterson is Albuquerque's largest property owner.
We bought the ground floor of this building in 2012.
And lately, he's been frustrated with what's been going on at his properties.
Most of our properties that we own around Albuquerque, we have to clear people out every day who are trespassing on our properties. They're sleeping, they're using drugs, they're damaging the properties, and we pay private security over $100,000 a month to do that.
Peterson has now taken to Twitter, taking pictures of the vandalism and people loitering at his properties while tagging city officials. He says as a taxpayer, he shouldn't have to pay private security to do the job of the police department.
If you want to actually do something, enforce the law, like you said you were going to do. If you're not going to do it, just get the hell out of here, okay?
But while we were interviewing Peterson, a woman walking by heard what he was saying.
The reason I stopped, we were going to pass by, and I said, no. I said, that's a businessman, and it's probably political, so I should listen in.
That's Mama Z, and she's been living on the streets of Albuquerque homeless for the last 4 years. At first, she was taken aback by what Peterson was saying about the homeless.
I was going to get a little bit indignant, and then I realized, no, I see his point of view.
Both people from completely different walks of life, able to bond over a commonality.
I need to work with this man instead of opposing this man because the city is not listening to me.
Mama Z tells us as a homeless woman, she's tried to offer the city solutions on how to run the shelters and future safe outdoor spaces to fit everyone on the street's needs. She says it could be accomplished by creating a grading scale.
So A, B, those are that are absolutely functioning, high priority, don't need drug recovery. C is like prison reintegration. D is like on the border, but a lot of medical problems, need high supervision.
Z says those in the F category are those with severe mental health and drug addiction issues.
They want to act like they're focusing all their money on the Fs and not looking at what the other people need.
Z told us she's brought her plan to the city and hasn't heard back.
If I could tell the mayor one thing, you're not listening because your terminology is far removed from our comprehension of what you're trying to do. And when the homeless people have brought you direct and true solutions, I wrote for Two-Way Street newspaper. For 5 years, I know these streets. And he wants to ignore Mama Z?
Similar to Peterson's frustrations.
I guess I'm an idiot because I bought all these properties in downtown. We thought we'd get these protections. We thought we'd get a government standing by us. Instead, I got Mayor Keller, who I supported in his early days. He wouldn't even return my call.
So the two have now exchanged information and hope to amplify each other's voices.
If I have to work with Mr. Peterson, then I will. Because there are solutions in the city and they do not come from City Hall.
Mama Z did tell us she's going to temporarily move to Kingman, Arizona because she's disappointed with Albuquerque. Reporting in downtown Albuquerque, I'm John Cardinelli, KOAT Action 7 News.
The city claims they have talked with Mama Z about her ideas, but will not say if they're using any of them.